In my first tutorial, I talk about the eSword program and how someone could use this program to study the Bible or to answer to some atheist objection about the scripture. For this tutorial, I'm going to try to answer to some other questions raised by atheists.
So I started to study the Bible on my own. And then something like this happened. Yes, the world is established. It shall never be moved. But I thought that the earth was...
Now here we have a few keywords like earth, word and stable. The atheists, they're going to read only a small part, like the word shall not be moved, and they're going to try to say we should translate this into modern English by the earth is not moving. And in this case I'm going to check the dictionary for word, earth and stable, and I'm going to check the commentaries too. Now I'm going to use the Latin translation. Como veatur a facie illus omnis terra ipse enim fundavit orbe in nobilem. Now we have two words here, terra and orbem. Each one of these words could mean the earth, but not in the same phrase. So my guess would be, in this case, orbem, it refers to the inhabitants, but let's check the Hebrew-Greek dictionary. But first,
Hey, what are you doing? I don't like it. Stop that. No fear, boy. No fear.
let's go back to the dictionary and see if the earth is the one stable who is not going to move. Okay, those are the commentaries. And this is the dictionary. They will, or something like that, the inhabitants or a part of a world. Now let's read the whole phrase and not just the part the atheists like to. Fear before him, all the earth, the world also shall be stable, that it not be moved. Trembler devant lui, toute la terre, oui si la monde sera ferme, il n'y sera pas ébranlé. La terre and la monde, two different words. This was in French, now let's see Italian. Tremate dinanzi a lui, o abitanti di tutta la terra, il mondo è stabile e non si è smosso. Di tutta la terra e il mondo, the earth and the world, two different words. Romanian, să tremurăm înaintea lui tot pământul, că el a întemeiat lumea și nu se va clătina. Again, the earth, pământul, and the word, lumea, two different words. Oops, no Greek translation for this. And we could continue like this all day.
Трепещет вся земля, и домоснова вселенная, она не поколеблется.
Es fürchte ihn alle Welt. Er hat den Erdboden bereitet, dass er nicht bewegt wird. Temed en su presencia toda la tierra. El mundo será aún establecido, para que no se conmueva.
Now let's go to Judges 11:30 and discuss another atheist objection. This one goes like this. God asked in the Bible, it demanded a human sacrifice.
JDG 11:30 And Jephthah vowed a vow unto the Lord, and said, If thou shalt without fail deliver the children of Ammon into mine hands, JDG 11:31 Then it shall be, that whatsoever cometh forth of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up for a burnt offering.
Okay, doesn't matter if you are a Jew, a Christian, whatever. Let's analyze the text. What we don't see in this text. We don't see God asking for anything. This is very important. A lot of atheists are going to start their argument by saying God demanded a human life. Now the keyword here is burnt offering, and what was for a Jew a burnt offering? For that we should check the Jew law, because for example a dog or a snake would not make a good burnt offering. Now the first thing who could come out of a man's house could also be a cooking pan thrown by a jealous wife, a dog. Now we must understand that this promise do not include everything to actually be burned at the temple. Before we see what happened next, we must also remember that a part of a burnt offering was reserved for eating.
JDG 11:34 And Jephthah came to Mizpah unto his house, and, behold, his daughter came out to meet him with timbrels and with dances, and she was his only child. Beside her he had neither son nor daughter. JDG 11:35 And it came to pass, when he saw her, that he rent his clothes, and said, Alas, my daughter, thou hast brought me very low, and thou art one of them that trouble me. For I have opened my mouth unto the Lord, and I cannot go back.
And now the interesting part is going to come.
JDG 11:36 And she said unto him, My father, if thou hast opened thy mouth unto the Lord, do to me according to that which hath proceeded out of thy mouth. For as much as the Lord hath taken vengeance for thee of thine enemies, even of the children of Ammon. JDG 11:37 And she said unto her father, Let this thing be done for me, let me alone 2 months, that I may go up and down upon the mountains, and bewail my virginity, I and my fellows. JDG 11:38 And he said, Go. And he sent her away for 2 months, and she went with her companions, and bewailed her virginity upon the mountains.
It was this obsession with virginity who made most scholars to realize we are not talking about a blood sacrifice, but that the girl was sent to serve a temple for the rest of her life.
JDG 11:39 And it came to pass at the end of 2 months, that she returned unto her father, who did with her according to his vow which he had vowed, and she knew no man.
This is very important, because the girl returned to her father and she accepted this situation. Now the most important thing from today's video is how the commentaries from the Eastward program could help us in our debate, and this video is the result of that. So let's try an example of a commentary you could find in the Eastward program.
He vowed a vow to the Lord, If thou drivest the Ammonites into my hand, he who cometh to meet me out of the doors of my house, when I return safely in peace, shalom from the Ammonites, shall belong to the Lord, and I will offer him for a burnt offering. By the words, he that goeth out, even if Jephthah did not think only of a man, or even more definitely still of someone of his household, he certainly could not think in any case of a head of cattle, or one of his flock. going out of the doors of his house to meet him is an expression that does not apply to a herd or flock driven out of the stall just at the moment of his return, or to any animal that might possibly run out to meet him, for the phrase is only applied to men in the other passages in which it occurs. Note Augustine observes in his Quaest Slix in Eljud, he did not vow in these words that he would offer some sheep, which he might present as a holocaust, according to the law, for it is not, and was not, a customary thing for sheep to come out to meet a victorious general returning from the war, nor did he say, I will offer as a holocaust whatever shall come out of the doors of my house to meet me, but he says, whoever comes out, I will offer him, so that there can be no doubt whatever that he had then a human being in his mind.